Obviously it was a really difficult time at that time because I was doing my GCSEs as well and I was really struggling. I had so much emotional stuff going on in my head, I just couldn't focus. And it was when I got to DePaul that I really had so much support, the courage that I needed, and it really managed to help me.
Youth homelessness in the UK today is getting worse, it's not getting better. There are over 75,000 young people, teenagers, sleeping rough on the streets, sofa surfing, etc, etc.
My mum threw me out when I was 16, and since then I was living between friends and family for about 2.5, 3 years, and because the council, they wouldn't do anything to help me, and I didn't realise that once you was 18 they didn't help you. And then obviously I come to 18 and I went to the council and they said there's nothing they could do.
Basically lived at home with my mum, got on really well until she got made redundant and stuff, and then I got made redundant as well, and obviously her temporary job contract sort of finished. So basically where we was both at home, we was in each other's pockets, and obviously money situation, my mum owns her own house. So she was risking losing her house, she couldn't afford to pay the bills and stuff, and obviously with another person living there, small council tax and stuff, and she basically couldn't afford to keep me there anymore.
When I first come to the Grove it was a really difficult time. Obviously my parents had broken up, neither parent wanted to take care of the children anymore, so we was left to fend for ourselves really.
I think it is becoming increasingly easy for families to throw their young people away, this is my term, throw away, rather than work with the problem.
With DePaul UK we have a service called Reconnect, which is a family mediation service. We also run services nationally to rebuild their relationship with their loved one. The mediation process is where we meet with a young person on a one-to-one, assess their need, eventually meet with the second party, who could be anyone from parents to sibling or carers. Alongside that, what the Reconnect offer also is parenting classes to enable them to rebuild relationship with their children.
Where she was so stressed about losing her house, kind of took it out on me, and then where I wasn't happy with her talking to me like that, I took it out on her, and basically relationship wasn't too great. I moved in here, my mum helped me decorate it so we could sort of like build a bit more of our relationship back.
I came to live in here because I was living in foster care, but I was 17 and the social services wouldn't fund my foster home anymore, and I had nowhere to live, and I came here.
Okay, so a young person may come to us and they're very vulnerable, so they've been through a range of different experiences that brings them to our door. And so they're very low in their self-esteem, they have no confidence, and they don't really like adults or authority figures.
I would be all over the place still, I wouldn't be settled. I'd probably be a wreck, to be honest, because I was getting to the point where I just had enough of surface surfing, and it is quite depressing not having somewhere properly to live. And now I'm here, I've started to get my head back together, and I'm picking myself up and I'm sorting my life out now.
So first of all, we go about making relationships with them, showing them that actually we do like working with them, we enjoy their company and we want to listen to them.
I've been going through quite a tough time while I've been here, and they have been really helpful, and they've been there for me and they've been understanding.
We do a support plan with them which looks at all their needs and looks at different ways that we can help them, and it can be from education, either joining mainstream education, getting back into education, any sort of courses.
Drive Ahead is a project that's been running for quite some time in London and also in the north of England. We'll be doing things like practice interviews by bringing businesses in. We'll be doing all the basic skills you need of writing a really good CV and being able to market yourself. So it's important how you present yourself. So it's been very successful in helping young people back into work and training, and it's also got two other aims of giving a good foundation to people learning how to drive, because we found out that young people in hostels especially wouldn't have the money to learn to drive, especially when things are so expensive right now, and it boosts confidence no end. You give people new skills, they just grow in front of your eyes, and it's an absolute delight.
First of all, it was because my key worker knew I was really trying to get my driving license, so she thought that would be good for me, and at the same time I could stay, because since I'm unemployed at the moment, I could stay active as well. So I thought it would be a good idea to start this course, and so I did. Started the course. Since I started the course, I've improved a lot of my driving theory, perspective, and that sort of thing. But it's not just that really. The other thing is jobs-wise, how to present yourself, that sort of thing.
Basic skills like budgeting. Some young people don't know how to cook, don't know how to clean. So we teach them, we help them do all that.
I first moved in and I had no idea about money whatsoever. I've worked since I was 14 apart from now, and I thought it kind of grew on trees, if that makes sense. You're given £100 every 2 weeks and you've got to pay your rent out of it and your food, and I've got a contract to pay.
I was here for 4 months, and because within that time I've had so much guidance and support from them, I just managed to get on with life, managed to get myself back into work, focus on my exams.
7 years that Jill and I have worked here, we've had 72 young people pass through our doors, and 64 of those have been positive move-ons. So I think, that proves that it is working.
Yeah, Jackie and Jill are brilliant. They're literally two of the best people I've ever met in my life. They're so supportive, and they've helped me through really bad times, and they're still here now, and I haven't lived here for 4 or 5 years.
They are there. They were when we lived there. They were there for everything. I mean,
Yeah,
even if we needed them, after hours,
even 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
And even now, if we ever have a problem, we know we can still come and talk to Jackie and Jill.
We have an open door policy, so people can come and talk to us all the time. If we're having a workshop, for instance, on cookery, we will cook with them, we will eat with them, and we boost their confidence by saying how brilliant it is.
The volunteering I've been doing for around 4 years now. Basically I started off doing 2 days a week, coming in, just helping out with bits of paperwork, and then in the end I just really wanted to get into volunteering full time, just to give that bit back to Nepal.
Some of them have gone on to work in retail. We've had a couple that have gone on to be training in the legal field. One is highly successful. She's actually working in a solicitor's office at the moment and at college. Lots of them go on to be married, and in today's society, to be able to be married and hold down a good relationship is amazing.
At the moment I'm trying to find a job. I want to go into caring. I didn't realise I wanted to do that before I got here as well.
I'll be going to university in September to study adult nursing, which is something I wanted to do for quite a while.
I'm looking for work at the moment. I do want to get into college as well. I want to do travel and tourism.
The deputy head let me take the lesson again, and he see the way that I was teaching, and he was so amazed by what I did, and he offered me a cover supervisor job. And because my teaching was coming up and up and up, he offered me to become an unqualified teacher, and they'd pay for me to go to the university and stuff 1 day a week down at Cranberry, Christchurch.
For every 72 young people we help, there are 72 more young people that need our help. And we are constantly asked, have we got another hostel? Can we open another hostel? We get people knocking on our doors asking for rooms. We have a barrage of referrals weekly. I think at the moment there's 8 young people who are quite desperate to get in, but in actual fact we've got 2 files of young people who haven't got in, and that makes us very, very sad, and it's very frustrating. There are hundreds of homeless teenagers with varying needs, and it's very, very sad, and it makes me want to get on a soapbox.